I'm already having fun with this group. Well, welcome back to CityLine in our final segment. We are here to talk about the Hilltop Street Fair, so please join me in welcoming Mr. Mario Lorenz.
What's up?
Your hat is what's up.
Are we on?
We are
Oh my goodness.
We're live.
How's my tie look?
It looks heartfelt.
Does it look okay? Okay, all right. Well, I'm not sure it matches the shirt, but I got dressed in a hurry.
It doesn't have to because it's you. Eclectic like you are. You are the producer of the Hilltop Street Fair.
You're way too sweet. That's right, I am. We
Welcome
produced
back.
it, and it's producing me now. I'll tell you that. It's got legs of its own.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what makes it a success.
We have a great group. The volunteers and everything. I can't believe it. I'm learning to turn stuff over.
Well,
that's not easy for me.
Let's talk about who you brought with you.
Oh.
I think you're turning some stuff over too.
The
beautiful Miss Ann Artman. You are the volunteer coordinator for the Hilltop Street Fair.
Yes, I am.
Welcome,
Thank you.
my dear.
Thank you.
And then this lovely woman, Kristie Worthey. Hello, my love.
Hello.
You are the liaison coordinator for the Hilltop Street Fair. And I have to mention, and we're going to get to this in just a second, but I would be remiss if we didn't talk about, or at least give a shout out to this beautiful quilt.
It's very nice.
On your laps, which
is.
there will be a quilt show. We're going to get to that in this segment. And did Elizabeth Burris make this one, or
Elizabeth Burris working with Donna Richardson.
Jeez.
They are the quilt organizers.
quilt queens?
Yes, the quilt.
They are.
They are the quilt queens.
It's beautiful.
I have such a soft
Yeah.
spot for quilts. So let's
double-sided.
And it's cozy because it's a little chilly right now here in the studio. So Mario, let's talk about
Things are warming up.
They're warming up. How did the street fair get started, and what is it, and when will it happen?
It got started on a whim and a prayer.
There it is.
We had a lot of whim, and then we prayed.
Yeah, you did.
We had 3 concerts in 2013, started in just to see if we could produce an event, but there was a groundswell coming from the community, and we just let it roll and rolled into the first year with 5,000, then we had 10,000. Yeah, and now we're up to probably 17, or 20, or something like that.
Wow.
And it took off. It was time.
It was time.
It was timing.
It was. Hilltop needed their own art fair, their own moniker, and here it is.
And it was supported by the board and by all of the community. And we had a lot of sponsors that jumped forward too.
Incredible.
So it was the right time. And plus, Hilltop is going through such a transition.
Still.
Yes.
Hilltop is that one area that I always look to see the pulse of Tacoma and what's happening. It is the pulse, it's the heartbeat. That's Hilltop. I mean, if you want to know, you go to Hilltop. Not the North End. The North End is the North End. But the Hilltop is where things happen.
So goes the hills, so goes Tacoma.
The top,
That's right.
exactly. Yeah. So speaking of that, Miss Ann, this year's street fair theme is Hilltop on the Move. Tell us about this.
Well, to start with is that I want to mention is that Hilltop sort of reminds me of the Cinderella story.
Yes.
The evil stepmother and all of a sudden the princess. And because it's magical. The street fair is magical.
It is.
And so it was started because, as far as Hilltop on the Move, because the street fair is coming, or the street light rail.
The train.
The train.
Yeah.
The light rail is coming through MLK.
Yes, we just had them on.
Exactly. And just through that transition, what's happened is that there have been businesses that are now here, as far as the Red Elm, there's the coffee shop, there's this whole sort of rebirth or vitalization that's going on in the community, and it's alive. And so the street fair is magical and it's alive. And so it's sort of a representation of that.
I love that. I love that.
Family
Well
and community,
said.
yes.
And these are great pictures. Talk about family and
Yeah.
community.
Oh,
Here it
yes.
is.
Yeah.
So, Kristie, who is involved in the street fair?
Oh, well, there are so many people involved, and what's really exciting, though, is how different groups have taken responsibility and accountability for different sections of the fair.
Yes.
So our community health group is doing the whole fashion show, which we're going to continue
Which we
on
just saw
with
some
this.
shots of.
Yeah, the
last
fashion
year.
show was a huge
Yes.
hit. And then KBTC and Sound Transit, they are going to be part of the sponsorship for the stage and all the music and entertainment that's going to be happening
Yum.
in People's Park. And then we've got the quilt show that's going to be at Allen AME, and just the film competition. Oh,
Yep.
Let's not forget the
Don't
film
forget
competition.
Let's talk about
The
this,
film
Kristie.
competition.
What is the film competition?
It's going on at the same time as the street fair, and again, community healthcare is going to be the venue for that as well. So, and and Mr. Mack and the fashion show, we do this in honor of him. This is something he wanted, so we're going to continue that on. Right. We have the Blacktop Rebels, which is the car show, which grows bigger and bigger every year. Yeah. It's taking over the old Rite Aid parking lot and a lot of the street areas as well. And then we have 1111 with all their fabulous music that they always bring in great bands from all over the Pacific Northwest. KBTC has been a huge sponsor along with Sound Transit for the stage in People's Park, and so that's the family area as well. Central Latino has stepped up. We're going to have a huge barrio. There's going to be music. They have an art show going on inside of Central Latino. There's just so many different things, and organizations and groups have taken ownership of these particular areas and have just moved them on well beyond what we started with.
Wow, Mauro, you're not kidding. This thing has taken on a life of its own.
Oh, it's got legs.
Yeah. So who are your sponsors? Give us a shout out. Because Kristie mentioned some, but I know you've got
You know
more.
what? They're on the poster, and I can read them off.
Let's get the poster up.
Okay, get it out. We got America's Credit Union. We got Bates Technical College. We got Bill Corum. This is a new one this year. Bill Corum is bringing in 3 of his cars for this event to be in the parade and etc. U.S. Bank is a sponsor. CHI Franciscan is jumping on board big time. Also, Sound Transit is a very good sponsor too.
Yes,
they gave us a lot of. They've given us the train. It's on the poster.
Yeah.
And then we got Multicare, Northwest Stage, BCRA. We've got KTBC, Central. The neighborhood councils are involved too.
Of course.
Central Neighborhood Council and the New Tacoma Neighborhood Council, which, by the way, as an offshoot, we're getting the new banners in the district. They're going to be put up next week. They'll be there for the street fair. So that's happening all at once, it seems. Let's see. Molina Healthcare is one of our key sponsors. And speaking of keys, Key Banks. There's more than one bank. It's Key Bank is helping us out too. Here's one, Community Health Plan of Washington, which is the sponsor of the Community Health Care stage. They're in there. The health department actually is helping us out this time.
Good.
No, they always do.
They always.
All right, Mario, wrap it up.
Well, Connolly Law Office is another one. Hilltop Loans is always there with the Courtney Building. And one more, Allen AME is a very integral part of all of this.
They are an anchor.
And we also have to say thank you so much to the Tacoma Arts Commission because they have contributed mightily to helping us develop our arts programming for the fair as well. So
okay, so
and
speaking
Tacoma
about
Housing Authority too.
thank you.
They're,
So speaking about art, because food is art.
Yes.
Vendors. All right, Ann, because I saw a picture of food and I about fell out of my chair.
I'm hungry.
You can smell the food now. Oh my goodness. So we're going to have 200.
You can smell the food.
Yes, in Peter Pan land. We're going to have 200 vendors.
Okay.
And so the vendors are going to be, and there's so many, so it's hard to remember them, but it will.
Give us a smattering.
Oh, absolutely. So there's the children's, as far as, and there's an agency called Multicultural Child and Family Hope Center. They're going to be enrolling kids for the ECAP program. Nice. Incredible program. There's healthcare that's there. We mentioned the wellness and dental. There's barbecue food. There's Asian food. The list of foods.
Sound Transit will be there.
Sound Transit. Also, too, which I think is really going to be helpful to the community, is there will be vendors there that are able to showcase their products, especially the home businesses.
I love that.
And the nice thing about the street fair is that there still is availability for a booth, and it's affordable. So it's a great way to showcase your products that you have at home. It's a home business, or even just sort of testing it out.
Wow.
The community.
Perfect.
And we expect there's going to be 25,000 folks that'll be there.
Maybe?
So yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What?
So
we have less than 3 minutes left.
Okay, we'll speak really fast.
Tell me about the stages with live entertainment.
I want to not only speak about the stages, but also what's going to end up at People's Park on the stage,
All right, let's
which is
do
the
it.
parade.
Yes.
I don't want to forget the parade. That's a big deal this year. But the stages have entertainment. 1111 has quickly the Brian Foster Band, Shivering Densons, Ancestors of God, Ball Bag, and Sky Giants, and the Barnyard Stompers, and Halcyon Halo, Old Foals. That's a lot on the 1111
we
stage.
forgot one. House of Scott.
House of Scott.
Very important.
Well, it's the Scott Funeral Home,
Yes.
and they're doing a presentation. They're doing expungements. They're doing services. They're giving away
Backpacks
for people, and we're going to have misting around the area. Also, Mr. Blackwatch will be there, and Threat. Look at this. Threat Brown is going to be doing some rap, and he always was the man that lifted our barricades and did all of that.
Right.
Sister Madam will be there, and the fashion show, and there's one other stage. Let me tell you what it is. We have the refugee choir coming in.
Oh, I love them.
Yep, Malocon Jazz.
Okay,
the,
so we have
Latin
1 minute,
band.
Mario. They
1
can
minute.
go to the website for the rest of that. Tell us about the parade.
The parade is the brainchild of the president of the district, and he came to us and said, we don't know if we're even going to have MLK next year. Let's do a parade.
I love that.
Everybody in the community is welcome to get in it. There's still time. We have about 15 to 20 entries right now. We have a group of children that are like 45 strong. There's a band, a Norwegian band
Okay,
coming.
stop right there.
And I
Stop
have
right
to
there.
stop right there.
You
now.
do.
People need to get there
You do.
early because it starts
11
at 11 o'clock in the
11
first
o'clock.
thing.
So last question for you, Miss Christie, and a quick 10-second answer. You have some awards you've been
Oh, yes. We're so proud. We are national award winners for our work with the Hilltop Street Fair and revitalization and friendliness and bringing the neighborhood together. That was from the NUSA Association, a national award. And then we just won an award from the Chamber of Commerce, and that was the Public Places Award.
Right.
Well,
So
congratulations.
we're really excited about that.
Boy.
All right.
We'll be here for the next hour.
And we need
Don't go
volunteers.
away. Don't
Okay.
go away.
All right.
okay?
So we've been showing a website where you can get more information about the Hilltop Street Fair, and of course, sign up to volunteer. Thank you so much for.
I'm
being
tired.
That was fun.
Time for a
Thank
nap.
you.
All right.
We're going to go to sleep now.
Okay, good.
Breakfast? Are you having breakfast?
Yeah, I
All
did.
right. Well,
we eat?
that wraps up another great segment of CityLine. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. We've given you some really great things to think about in this last hour, so go out there, be a part of the tapestry, and above all, pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at CityLine. Take care.